Hey, how's it going, YouTube? It is the Hoff here, and today we have the Irobot Braava Jet M6. So you can usually find this for around $3.99. Sometimes you can get some discounts, and this will come with the Irobot. You get 4 pads of the mopping pad and the dry mopping pad, and a small bottle of the cleaning solution. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up. So first, cut the back, and the first thing we have is the actual robot itself. It is pretty decent weight, plastic with rubber on the front so it doesn't bump in anything. You have the sensor here, you have a camera here, you have 3 buttons there for home, clean, and another button there. And then we have the tank for your cleaning solution that you can fill right there, which we will go ahead and do that later on. And then on the bottom here, you have the stuff for protecting it for shipping. Here you have a sensor that's going to determine what mop you actually put in, whether it's the wet mop for doing your normal mopping, or if you put in the dry mop for doing dust mopping. And to save on money, you have an option to go out and buy some washable mops from Irobot, so you don't have to use the disposable ones. And it has Velcro to keep them to the side. And then down here you have your contact points for charging. That way it backs up into the charger, so you can easily grab the unit itself, and it's not actually putting the mop on the charger. In the front here you have a button, which this button will release, as you see right here, the mop itself. So if you use the dry mop, or if you want to go ahead and put this in a basket or something for the washable mop, you can just release it into the trash or the basket and then get ready to wash it. Should you keep this for a very long time, which I would hope most of us will end up doing, they have a removable battery here. That way, if the battery life isn't what it used to be, you can, in 3 to 5 years, go ahead and take these screws out, and you can buy a replaceable battery from Irobot to be able to have better battery. The cool thing about this is this one will actually remember where it was done mopping, and it will go back to that spot and start mopping again. This one also has the feature that works with the i7 or the S9. So you can go ahead and when you click the clean within the app, it will ask you, should you want to use the i7 or the S9 robot to vacuum first? And then as soon as that's done vacuuming and it docks, when it's done with all the vacuuming it needs to do, this will then start up and do its mopping feature. This also has the room sensors, so you can actually either go into your Google or Alexa and tell it which room to clean, or you can tell it to actually just start a general cleaning of the entire floor. And there should be an update from the initial release where this will allow you to go in the app and square off parts of the room that you don't want it to clean, so that way you don't have to put barriers out anymore. You can use the app and block off portions. This also will not spray on your wall or carpeting, so it detects when it's close to carpeting and walls, and your nozzle spray right in the front here won't shoot anything out. This also will detect the carpeting and detect the rug, so like my small rug back there, it shouldn't go over it at all either. Next here we have the base station. It is a small compact design that has the plug here, and then you have a nice area here to wrap around your cord, and you have the other docking portion of it. So adding those two together, then you have your safety guide information there, which most people probably won't read. And you have the general information about the setup and access of your M6, talking about plug-in, wrapping up the cord, and roughly where it should be and the coverage area for your Wi-Fi, because this is connected through Wi-Fi to use your phone app or to use Alexa or Google Home. And then your final paperwork is for your warranty. Inside the smaller box here, we have a basic plug. You have your two pads that are different. One that obviously feels similar to the Swifter pads, and this is going to be for your dry mopping. And then this one has a different texture, which is for your wet mopping. They said here they give you a small cleaning solution, and I believe it should be 6 capfuls, if I'm not mistaken, of this, or maybe half. It says half, so maybe half this bottle goes into it, but I will read the instructions and go over that in just a minute and let you guys know what it was before I go ahead and start doing this. For now, I'm going to go ahead and get this set up and allow it to start doing its first set of cleaning. Okay, so first you slide on your washable pad, and it should easily slide right in. Make sure it has good contact. And then I've already filled up the solution, but with this small bottle, you're supposed to put half of the small bottle in. And if you get the retail size bottle, then it's going to be 6 capfuls to fill up the bottle. And that's safe for your sealed hard floors. So hardwood floors should be good to go. And then after that, you want to go ahead and set it down on its charging dock, which I have mine over here, and it has the drip pad that you want to set it towards. And upon doing that, you're going to see it will light up like so. And now as it's doing that, I'm going to do the app setup. Okay, and here we have the app setup. So forgive me, as I know I did misspell short circuit, and I have fixed it, but that's what I end up calling the robot. And forgive the camera, because I did not do horizontal, my mistake, video shooting 101. I ended up not making sure that when I started the camera and then turned it, I did not have it horizontal before I hit the start button. So some of the video quality is going to be up and down, vertical versus horizontal. But as you see, you put in your email, you select the password, and you register. You got to allow location services so it can best find your stuff. And you want to select a good charging placement where it can easily get all around your stuff. So I was forced to move something, but here's where you see where I messed up on the naming of short circuit, but I eventually go in and correct it later on, which I do not show you. And this is really important. Whatever you name it, you can go ahead and tell your assistant, whether it be the Amazon, if you use the Echo devices, or it is Google Home, you can call out to them to turn on short circuit, and your robot will then start cleaning, unless you have the S9 or i7 connected to it as well. Then it will ask you if you would like the vacuum first. So here's where we do a Wi-Fi connect, as you will see, and you just go ahead, import your password, too easy. And then you want to activate the Braava Jet. So in activating the Braava Jet, you go ahead and start and hold the button, too easy. You can do spot clean, regular clean, and then you have the home button. So this is just getting everything connected so it can register, find it. It's not too hard. Continue, search, and eventually it will find it.
Okay, so once it's found its Wi-Fi connection, it's getting to the cloud. That way you can start your cleaning when you're away, so your house will be clean. If you go to work, whatever, you can go ahead within the app and tell it to clean, and these are really good at starting and cleaning with no issues. After that, you're going to see that it's going to do the update, which the update can take a little bit depending on when your robot was made. Obviously, they try to give it a new update as soon as it comes in, so you have all the latest, greatest stuff that should be in for the software, because you never know how long this device has been sitting in a warehouse shelf or wherever, depending on where you bought it from. Okay, so I sped the update up a little bit. Setup is complete. And now, as you see, it's giving me the error that the tank needs to be filled. So I will end up filling the tank. I look at the errors, see what commonly asked questions and everything are, and then we can get into the initial first cleaning. And again, like I said, sorry for myself not realizing to go ahead and film horizontally, but this thing, I mean, I've had it for a few days now, and I've ran it. It is amazing. It picked up glitter that my girlfriend's daughter had dropped all over the place from slime and stuff she was creating from the holidays. It has picked up the messes from her doll, and you will see all of the green stuff in one of the videos and how it easily cleaned it up. The only gripe I have is that it just cannot transition really well over stuff, but I'll get into that. Just want to say thank you guys, and let's get into more of the video.
Hey, so we are back, and now I'm going to go over the washable pads that I would highly recommend. First thing I will say is when you get these, use them, but do not dry them. So you can throw these in the wash, and they are supposed to be safe for your washing machine. Just, follow all the do's and don'ts there as far as ironing and stuff like that. But you don't want to stick these in the dryer. They are microfiber, so you don't want to have microfiber into your dryer. So you want to go ahead and slide these on like you would any other pad and get the sensor to register it. And upon doing all of that,
you want to go ahead and put this back on its base station. And then for me, I had to just close the top again. And now, just for the sake of not having to say anything, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the clean button. But I found on my floors here in the kitchen, having it do the max amount of spray is great. But for my hardwood floors over here, having it do the max amount of spray is a little too much. Also, if you have a transition like this, if I can show you best by getting down here, it's not super tall, but it can go over this a little bit, but it's not gonna go into this area of my living room hardwood. So when I wanted to do the hardwood, I have to go ahead and set it over in the corner, and I let it mop it out, and I am good to go for the hardwood portion, which, I mean, it's not a huge deal. I mean, yes, it is a nuisance for some if your whole plan is just to let it go and mop the floor and do the whole floor, but it is what it is. And now I have a vacuum robot that does a decent clean. It's not the best, but it gets up a decent amount of stuff. And then I have the mopping robot, which does a pretty good job of mopping, and it will be able to clean up this mess. And I will show you when it's done instead of having you wait and watch this whole setup. Now, if I can, I'm going to try to grab that. Oh, nope, it grabbed it. So I will let it do its thing and show you the end results. Okay, so as you see here, it is virtually almost done. The green marks that were from one of those Baby Alive dolls where you feed it and it can like pee, poop, or whatever, that green marks from my girlfriend's kid's doll is all gone. There's only a few little marks. It's now finishing up the clean, and some of that stuff is not going to pick up because a vacuum needs to be picking up the rest of the stuff. But overall, it did its job. There's some spots it's got to get up in there, and it will get to it, but this does an amazing job. I would say this is probably the best mopping robot on the market currently. And when you buy the washable pads, which again, do not dry the pads, just wash them and let them air dry, then you will have an amazing robot and you won't have to spend so much. You just get the cleaning solutions as needed, and you can use water in between, but mostly you get that nice cleaning solution and you will be golden. Now, one thing is you cannot use any other cleaning solution for now. You must use the Irobot cleaning solution for the Braava jets. In the past, I've heard you can use others, but with this one, it is just not the case. So there you guys have it. Hopefully you guys liked. And if you have any questions, comment down below, like the video, and I will try to answer as many questions as you guys have as possible.